Africa's first super-tall skyscraper is quickly taking shape in Egypt's new capital city being built in the desert. It is among the 20 new skyscrapers being built there. The boldly named iconic tower will be the new city's crown jewel. The iconic tower, which topped out on August 24, 2021, is about half the height of Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building located in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The building sits on an area of 65,000 square meters. On completion, iconic tower will have 78 floors and 2 basements. Floors 1 to 40 will be offices, with the next 10 floors being branded apartments, followed by 30 floors being finalized as part of a 5-star hotel. An observation deck will be set on the 74th floor to give visitors an aerial view of the new administrative capital from a height of at least 360 meters. Pharaonic obelisk. The architectural design of the iconic tower is inspired by a pharaonic obelisk with a glass exterior representing the Egyptian god Ra crown feathers. China State Construction Engineering Corporation, one of the world's biggest construction companies, is the main contractor for the project. Dar al-Handasa Shire and Partners is the architect of record, while the Ministry of Housing, Utilities and Urban Communities of Egypt is the project owner. The cost of building the iconic tower is yet to be made public. However, the new capital where the tower is located is expected to cost about $3.8 billion, a loan from China, according to state officials. Although some offices and apartments will be handed over this year, the iconic tower and 2 hotels will only be fully completed in the first quarter of 2023. When it opens to the public, the iconic tower will officially become the tallest building in Africa, overtaking the 234-meter Leonardo Tower of South Africa. Construction. The iconic tower was first thought of in 2007. At that time, it was just another ordinary ambition whose future was unknown. However, the ministry and the contracted companies meant to build and oversee the building of the tower were more than interested in making what was just a dream come true. Therefore, in the same year, the design of the structure was drawn and approved. The design promised a unique tower worthy of attaining the status of Africa's tallest and most expensive building. The design aimed to boldly stand out from the rest, and so it did. The outcome was an outstanding plan, a towering work of adorable art. The iconic tower would then be officially launched for construction in May 2018. The Prime Minister, Mustafa Madbouli, broke the 240,000 meters square piece of arid land where the building would then be erected. Over 5,000 people were employed to work at the construction site in different capacities. In 2019, 18,500 cubic concrete was laid at the base, and another 5,000 tons of reinforced bars were poured. In November of the same year, construction would officially begin, with each of the 78 floors taking 6 days to build. As of December of 2020, 49 floors had been completed. In June 2021, the construction came to an end. It took 800 days of non-stop working, hard-working engineers and site workers, financiers, and the government to see the work to completion. Structural design. The building of skyscrapers in the world has posed many challenges, including trust issues from the public. You probably have seen or heard of authorities evacuating this or that building for fear that it would go down on people. The comfort of the people who intend to use a certain building is of the essence. Nevertheless, any building, skyscraper or not, must be built in a way that can unshakingly withstand any threats that could put it down, including strong winds, earth tremors, and earthquakes. Architects used wind tunnel tests to test the floor's strength and determine wind-induced structural response, a test the tower passed. The concrete steel composite was used as the structural material for construction. The tower thus is simply stated and elegantly proportioned, with refined details to convey a sense of strength and stability. The tapering tower maintains a vertical continuity, and the floor plan morphs by decreasing on each ascending level. The tower boasts an external wall thickness of 800 millimeters and an internal wall thickness of 600 millimeters. The raft foundation of about 18,500 cubic meters of concrete was cast without any construction joints, which took up 36 hours of uninterrupted concrete pouring. The strength of this tower is unimaginable. 7 Egyptian companies, including the Ministry of Housing, Utilities, and Urban Communities, are participating in cooperation with the Chinese company CESC in building the iconic tower in the new administrative capital. There are also 2 laboratories for analyzing building concrete and conducting tests to achieve the latest safety and security methods and standards. Structural challenges. Before we check out the structural challenges associated with this project, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Also, remember to hit the notification bell. You do not want to miss out on such amazing videos. Well, humans are not computers and are bound to make errors amidst challenges. The architects were challenged by seismic base shear and drift calculations during their time. The seismic loads were found to be more critical than the wind loads, which was very uncommon with such kinds of buildings. Therefore, 4 outrigger floors were used to satisfy draft limits, and the minimum seismic design base shear was modified. Constructors also faced other challenges, including supporting the biggest and tallest African towers on a shallow foundation, and resisting large lateral loads while controlling story drifts. Why the iconic tower was built. Well, it is common for such buildings to attract investors and high-end offices. The iconic tower is no less. With its construction already over in 2023 exactly as planned, the underground and 78-storied tower will be of significant use to Egyptians. It is expected to be home to high-end offices, classy hotels and hotel rooms, a tourist attraction, and a conference center, among other uses. The first 40 floors will be used for official purposes. The 10 floors that follow will be taken up as apartments, and the 30 floors high up will be used as a high-end hotel, amidst other uses. In the words of Ahmed al-Banna, and I quote, "This is a new era for Egypt. To enter into skyscrapers and super tall buildings, the iconic tower itself will be the symbol and trademark for the new capital. It will show the seriousness of the government and the president to have a new capital with all the facilities." End of quote. Ahmed al-Banna is the project manager for the CBD from Dar al-Handasa, the designer and supervision consultant. Only time will tell if this iconic tower will live to fulfill its mark.